want to get rich, you have to think like a millionaire. Successful people tend to have the same beliefs, feelings, and attitudes that lead them to the top. So, how can you get that millionaire mindset? Joining us this morning to talk more about it, the Oracle of Orlando, Bert is joining us for today's Money Monday. Great to see you. Okay, so let's talk about this, because there are certain things that you sort of have to ingrain in your brain in order to make this happen. Is that right?
It should be a mindset. Now, once again, we don't want to make this, chase the dollar forever. This isn't the idea behind this segment. But if you want to accumulate serious wealth, you got to get focused.
Right.
You just can't go through the days, weeks, and months and hope it happens.
A lot of people have the mindset that money is the root of all evil, but you can't look at it necessarily that way.
No, it's the love of money that's the problem. But money can do wonderful things for yourself, for your family, for the community, but it's the love of money that often gets people in trouble. Wrong attitude.
So it's believing that money is good, but it is not the end-all be-all.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, number 2 on your list is believe in yourself and your capacity to acquire wealth, because a lot of people just think that happens to other people, not to me.
You want to believe you can do it. I mean, look at all the self-made millionaires, billionaires. Look at Steve Jobs. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Zuckerberg. These people came from no college education. They had an idea. They developed it. They worked hard, bounced back, and all those opportunities are out there today. So I could never do that. There are things. There was a great article in yesterday's Sentinel about the students at UCF coming up with these inventions. They're out there, but you got to believe that you can do it.
I love those commercials. I'm sure you've seen it, where they show the garage. This is the garage where Apple started.
Walt
this
Disney.
Is the garage. Yes, it's fascinating. Okay, this next one, I love it. Ferociously curious. What do you mean by that?
Well, once again, you look at the people that have made wealth, that have created wealth. They are curious. How does this work? How can I make things a little bit better? How can I take something that's out there and make it just a little bit better and it'll sell well? So you have to be curious. How do things work? How are they put together? What will sell? You always got to be thinking of the next step.
Okay, love that. Next, you have to be resilient, don't you?
Got to bounce back, because it's never going to be smooth. You're going to fall down. It's not how many times you fall down, but how many times you get up. If you get up one more time than you fall down, chances are you'll be successful. Nobody that's accumulated serious wealth has ever had a smooth pass. Nobody, unless you inherit it,
True.
or win the lottery. but for most of us, it's a trial and error. Continue to plow through it.
Okay, and bounce back.
Yep.
All right, and last but not least, you have to ask for it.
Well, you got to be courteous, but you got to understand the answer is always no until you ask.
Right.
And you want to understand what you're asking for, understand that you're asking for within reason. It all comes down to negotiating. And there's a tremendous number of books that have been written about negotiating and asking for things. But if you sit in a corner as a wallflower, you're never going to get there.
There are a lot of books out there, like you mentioned. Do you have some favorites? Millionaire Next Door is one that comes to mind that a lot of people buy.
Actually, that's one I see in my practice a lot. I see a lot of clients that come to us that have accumulated wealth, and when they walk in the door, you'd never believe that the wealth that they had. They've been disciplined, they've saved money, and you don't need to invent something. We were saying before the break, put your money in your 401k. Now, this may sound corny, but this is the way that most Americans are going to have financial security. Maximize your 401k, get it on a pre-tax basis, and get it growing for you. And in fact, you start young enough, you'll be a millionaire.
I love it. It's great advice. Joe, tell people at home how they can find you.
You can find us at financialgroup.com, financialgroup.com.
All right, Joe Bert, always a pleasure.
All right, Amy.
Hope you have